It's time for Friday Night Flights. Now, here's Sports Director Bruce Rader.
The floats were decorated, the kings and queens were crowned. There is nothing like a high school homecoming, a nip in the air, a beautiful night. This is what high school football in Hampton Roads is all about. I'm Bruce Rader, and we begin on the peninsula. Todd Stadium in Newport News, Phoebus looking to establish themselves as the top team in that district, taking on Woodside tonight. And it was senior night at Woodside. The Wolverines jumping out to a big early lead thanks to their ground game. Dimitri Banks scores here on a 29-yard run, and Woodside is on a roll. Another long drive for Woodside, another running touchdown. This time, Tyler, I love that name. And Woodside takes a 17-point lead in the first half, but Phoebus's quarterback, Justin Wright, would go airborne. He hits Elijah Nelson, who climbs the ladder for the nice grab to keep the drive alive. And then check out this touchdown. The snap almost over Wright's head, but Justin gets the handle, scrambles, finds Antonio Biggs, and the comeback begins. The Phoebus defense stiffens. The offense scores 21 unanswered points, and the Phantoms go on to win 21-17 to improve to 8-1. At Darling Stadium tonight, it was Kecoughtan hosting Heritage. First quarter, Heritage wearing white. Defensive end Justice Fauntleroy blocks the punt. Safety Dimitri Holloway will pick it up and run it in for the touchdown. Heritage leads 7-0 after the first quarter. Second quarter now, Heritage with the ball when their quarterback Malik Deloach rolls out, hits Holloway for the touchdown pass. The Hurricanes lead 14-0 at halftime. Kecoughtan would come back in the second half, cut the lead in half. Desmond Savage's pass deflected but caught by his wideout Keith Grandy. Warriors' comeback bid, though, comes up a little short. Heritage wins tonight by 13. The game of the week in the Southeastern District, Western Branch taking on resurgent Indian River. Fourth quarter, Indian River in white leading 28-14. Bruin's back Corey Gray in for the touchdown to make it 28-21. Indian River, though, inside Bruin territory with under 3 minutes left. Kyron Best has the catch inside the 15. Oh, he fumbles. Western Branch has the ball. The crowd is in a frenzy. They have a shot to tie the game. Bruins quarterback Daniel Griffin from his own end zone hits Maurice Davis for a first down, but the clock is still running, and then Griffith is going to take it himself. They make it all the way inside the Indian River 15-yard line, and here is the last play of the game. Griffith going for the end zone. He throws the pass for the win. Oh no, it's intercepted by Sidney Wellens, the senior. Indian River wins a thriller, 28-21, and the Braves, who only won one game a year ago, are now 5-2, and look at them. They're going crazy. The celebration begins, and talk about a celebration. We got a first-timer on Friday Night Flights this week. Lex Gray, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Great to be here, and what a fantastic night. Really a perfect night to fly around Hampton Roads in Chopperton. Homecoming season, and out at Western Branch, as you saw there, they really know how to put on a show. You cannot miss that student section. They call themselves the Bruin Crazies. Any student can be a crazy as long as they've got school spirit. Alex Abbey started the Crazies his freshman year. He calls himself their Zookeeper. He says he got his inspiration from watching Duke basketball fans. So I asked him, what's the craziest thing the Crazies do?
It's a thing called the roller coaster that we do. Like 5 years ago, Western Branch didn't have this, but the Crazies, when they started, we brought excitement to the game, and that's what we're all about.
Abbey says the Crazies host homecoming events all week long leading up to the big game. And staying in Chesapeake, powerhouse Oscar Smith on the road at Grassfield.
I got to tell you, Grassfield has played Oscar Smith tough the past few years, and the Grizzlies, by the way, have one of the best home field atmospheres in the entire state, and they did not disappoint tonight. Look at that, an absolute sea of red. And they were just as loud and rowdy as ever, hoping the Grizzlies could come away with the upset. Oscar Smith, though, would hush the crowd quickly, running back to Sean McLeese around the right side, and he is in for the touchdown. The Tigers take that early 7-0 lead after their first drive. And then in the second quarter, same score. Anthony Elliott, the senior, takes the punt return, and he is gone. A 55-yard return for the special teams. Another score. Oscar Smith now up 14-0, but the story tonight for Oscar Smith was number 22, McLeese. 86 yards for the touchdown right here, and the soon-to-be Virginia Tech Hokie is now the Tigers' all-time leader in touchdowns scored and rushing yards, breaking the mark set by current Hokie tailback J.C. Coleman. Another outstanding performance tonight by the Oscar Smith defense. They get the shutout, 48-0. In Virginia Beach, Ocean Lakes just as good at home against First Colonial. Homecoming for the Dolphins. Ocean Lakes in goal. Quarterback Brendan O'Neill with the pass to Taj Capehart, and it's typical Ocean Lakes. It was 3 and out for the Patriots, and here's what happened when they punted the ball back. This is T.J. Griffin, and look at the extra gear. T.J. Griffin blows past the coverage up the right sideline, and 80 yards later, it's a touchdown. Watch carefully now. Watch the ensuing kickoff. Ocean Lakes with a little tomfoolery. Watch the kicker right there. The onside kick off the kicker's heel, and it's recovered by the Dolphins. Great special teams play. Next play, this is the big guy, Jason Lewis, breaking one, untouched 47 yards for the touchdown. Okay, enough of this. Ocean Lakes remains undefeated with tonight's win over First Colonial. After a tough loss to Ocean Lakes last week, Cox at Kellam tonight. Cox up 14-0 in the third period. Kellam quarterback Justin Glacier is going to air one out, and it is caught right there, right into your living room by the sophomore Trey Thorpe. No score, but great play. Cox gets the ball back, drives all the way inside the Kellam 10, and that's the junior quarterback Cole Johnson. Oh boy, he's good. Keeping it himself for the keeper. Johnson has the size, arm, and speed to be a quality Division I quarterback. I like this guy late in the game. Cox running back Bradley Jones looking like a pinball as he breaks 4 tackles for the nice game as Cox goes on to get back in the win column with a 21-0 win over Kellam. More finals from the beach. Green Run scores 49 points in its win over Kempsville. Lansdowne 42-35 winners in a shootout over Tallwood.
Salem rebounds from last week's loss. Sun Devils shut out Princess Anne.
And still to come, Lafayette has been rolling through its competition this season, but the Rams faced a tough test tonight in Packer Country against Smithfield.
And Chopper 10's homecoming tour of Hampton Roads heads to Virginia Beach, where Bishop Sullivan High School didn't hold anything back for their game.
We're the Grassfield Cheerleaders. Don't go away. Bruce and Lights will be right back with more Friday Night Flights.
The Marching Grizzlies of Grassfield High School, under the direction of Kevin Hall, the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week.
120 members strong with a fantastic flag team. Watch their entire performance. Go to wavy.com and click on sports. You'll also find slideshows, top 10 plays, previous bands of the week, all of the full episodes of Friday Night Flights from this season. It's all there on wavy.com.
Indeed. Bishop Sullivan Catholic High School in Virginia Beach has turned into a football powerhouse.
The Crusaders won a state championship last season, and they're looking like contenders to do it again. Tonight they hosted Hampton Roads Academy. This game was all Crusaders. Pick up the action first quarter. Chopper 10 would get this touchdown pass from Blake LaRussa to George Wahee, and Bishop Sullivan goes up 12-0. Next Crusader possession, Blake LaRussa calls his own number and takes it in for the score. Still in the first quarter, on a 3rd and 20, LaRussa hits George Wahee for another score. Bishop Sullivan cruises to a 55-19 victory. And for a small school, the Bishop Sullivan Crusaders have big spirit. Homecoming week started with Spirit Days and decorating floats for tonight's parade. Check this out. They even had a float showing Chopper 10 and Friday Night Flights. Cheer captains Jamie Kuhner and Eileen Durkin say the whole football team got excited at today's pep rally, and that showed up on the fields.
It is super hype. Everyone gets really excited. Our student section kind of gets crazy. We had a pep rally earlier and it really pumps everyone up.
I think since it's a smaller school, everyone's really close and we all really support each other, and I think it really just makes a good community.
Bishop Sullivan's got about 100 students per year. Cheerleaders tell us the student section you see there represents about half of them.
An all Portsmouth showdown tonight between 6-1 Norcom and 3-3 Churchland. 7:30 to go in the third quarter. Norcom with the ball. Charles Wiggs goes 10 yards, and it's just short of the score. On the next play, Jalen Spruill keeps the ball and goes the final yard to put Norcom up 28-0. 2:30 left in the third. Norcom again with the ball. Wiggs takes the handoff, makes a move through the hole, and takes it all the way in from 71 yards out. Norcom's defense does the rest. Norcom up 35-0 and would go on to win it 35-7.
In the Bay Rivers District, nobody has been able to hang with Lafayette.
You're very right. The Rams out of Williamsburg undefeated, but tonight's opponent, no pushover. The Smithfield Packers 5-2 coming into the game, trying to keep its playoff hopes alive. 1:30 left in the first. Lafayette with the ball. Brendan McGinty is going to keep it, and look at him go right into your living room for a 20-yard run, setting up first and goal. McGinty keeps it again on the next play for the short score. Lafayette would strike first. In the second quarter, Lafayette with the ball. McGinty goes back and throws to John Douglas. Lafayette takes the 14-0 lead. Late in the first half, the Packers with the ball. Trakeem Croker takes the snap, smacked by Matt Hummel. Smithfield falls to Lafayette tonight, 28-0.
More Bay Rivers finals. Kecoughtan over New Kent, 28-7. York, 40-10 over Jamestown.
Grafton knocks off War Hill, 14-6, and we'll be right back. Once again, the Marching Grizzlies from Grassfield High School. They are this week's Friday Night Flights Band of the Week.
And this is just a sample of a pretty amazing high school band. For their entire performance, just head to wavy.com and click on sports.
Wilson wins its second game of the season. The Presidents over Maury, 27-2. Great Bridge scores 62 points in its win over Deep Creek.
Kings Fork, 47-20 over Nansemond River. Lakeland gets the win over Hickory, 21-7.
Surrey County with a big victory over Southampton, 20-14. Quarterback Timmy March with 2 touchdowns. He also had a big game on defense. Sussex Central, 20-14 over Franklin.
The Hampton Crabbers shut out Gloucester, 49-0. Denby over Menchville, 38-7.
Norfolk Academy downs Portsmouth Christian, 47-7. And let me take you to scope. Admirals head home tonight against the Manchester Monarchs. Here's one of the prettiest goals you will ever see. Nick Cordelis, the sweep pass to Antoine Lagunier, who goes backhand for the score. John Gibson got the start in net for Norfolk. The big guy had 32 saves. Admirals win at 3-2. An extended report on this game will be on wavy.com in just a few minutes. And that wraps up another Friday Night Flights. And Lex, I think you have some of your shots tonight on your Facebook page.
Yes, I do. We're going to take you right there. It's facebook.com/LexGrayWavy. Chopper 10 selfie. Can't get a better one than that, right? And I put a lot of videos up there as well. Highlights from cheerleaders, from bands, from those crazies over at the high school as well. So a great evening to get out there, and all the highlights are posted on that page.
Go to wavy.com. Friday Night Flights. Check it out. Highlight scores, the band of the week. Hey, thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank you
Did a great
so
job.
much
How'd
for
you like
having
flying
me?
in that chopper?
Fantastic.
I know the folks at Bishop Sullivan loved having you there for their homecoming. Hope everybody had a great homecoming. Nathan Epstein will be here tomorrow and Sunday with the Weekend Sports Wrap. I'll be back on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Good night.